That place in Mysore was the third largest producer of software engineers in the world after China and the United States. So a lot of employees had to make this kind of an investment, and now many people are investing back in the education system. So today, if you look today, we have this challenge of a large number of people coming into the formal education system, the education not being in tune with what employees want, and what you teach is out of sync 10, 15 years behind what is required in the marketplace. And these people don't have soft skills, they don't have the ability to communicate, and they suffer very much. And many of them are first-time college going graduates. It's very difficult for a first-timer to compete in a very sophisticated industry. And they're all trying, and they're coming out and wanting jobs, and there are no jobs to the extent that's required. And then in the formal way, we have these vocational training institutions, ITI and all that, but even they are behind the curve in terms of what employees want. So this challenge of education and skill, how do you make sure that at the end of it, people educated have a little bit of skill, and people who have got great skills get the respect that they want to a skill university? Why not have a BSc in plumbing, BSc in electrical, electrical, so the person can say I have a degree? Because I'm told in our society, a person with a degree has got a higher social status than a person without a degree. So there is this social angle, there is this policy angle, there is this huge scale angle, and there is a system going on its own, and chaos in certain areas, and all that has to be integrated by the gentleman on my left, Mr. Manish Garg, Joint Secretary, MHRD, who is going to tell you how he's going to weave that magic through a wave of the hand. Manish, yes, please.
Good evening, everyone. I think Mr. Pai has very eloquently set the agenda for what I have to speak about. Basically, skills, as all of us agree, are very important in today's global society. So whatever the skills that we have, whether it is the vocational skills, whether it is the speaking skills, communication skills, the IT skills, so for integration of the country into the global economy and society, skills are very important. And for acquiring this importance has been so much recognized that even the Sustainable Development Goals agenda for education agenda for 2030, that prominently mentions the vocational skills and lifelong learning for the people. So that has to be enabled. Skilling, of course, has gained a lot of focus and a lot of importance in the recent years. And however, what I find is that skills and education are spoken of separately as of now. So we need to have more of integration of the vocational education into the general education system. And we have a scheme in the Department of School Education which provides for this, which I would like to describe in a little bit of detail, because presently there is not much awareness I see on that particular aspect. Like Mr. Pai also mentioned that earlier we did not have that kind of a social status, or that that used to start at the school level itself. When at the class 11th there used to be a separate vocational stream for the students, and this vocational stream was sort of seen as a way out for the children who are not very good in academics, and then they can complete their schooling. So this was thought of in quite detail, and it was thought that instead of having this kind of a separation of the academic and the vocational, we should have an integration of both of them. So the vocational education, vocationalization of education in secondary and higher secondary education, that was introduced. And presently it provides that for introduction of vocational education as one of the subjects in class 9 itself. From class 9 to class 12, a student can opt for a particular vocation, and he can graduate from level 1 to level 4 as per the NSQF framework. And the courses that are offered on the basis of the job roles that have been identified by the sector skill councils and approved by the NSGA and the National Skill Qualification Committee. Those are the job roles that are taken up in the particular sectors. And the curriculum is developed in consultation with the industry and then offered in the schools through partnership with the industry itself. So we are moving away from the model of having permanent teachers because we require flexibility in vocational education. The skill sets keep evolving over a period of time. And then these courses, when they are offered in the schools, and these are offered to all the students as an additional subject or as a one of the electives in the classes 11th and 12th. So a student may opt for physics, chemistry, maths, and retail technology, or he may opt for history, civics, and security or IT services. So, or health services, health sector. So these are the various flexibility is there in opting for the courses of vocational education. And the advantage of aligning with the NSQF is that there is an opportunity for horizontal and vertical mobility. So that was the one thing that that was fine. We are finding a gap. We were finding a gap that once the student has completed education in a particular vocation, then he cannot go for the higher education or for the academic education, and that also caused some kind of second grade kind of treatment to the vocational students. So with this system, they can have vertical as well as horizontal mobility. UGC also has issued guidelines to all the universities that the children who are completing completing the level 4 of NSQF in a particular skill, so they may and have other subjects, so they may be treated at par with the other